what he's questioning. The fact that he gave us all this list, and like Paul said, usually there's a contractor that is, and that's why I said to you, there's usually a company that's gonna help, you know, install all that. And I think I named a couple of my emails here, right? There are a couple companies in town that do help in stuff like this, contractors.
Right, but it's...
I'm trying to think, Soper Construction's one. He's done a lot of stuff in the past, or somebody else that's just helped volunteer their time and this type of stuff. And so that may be a resource, but, you know, because I know the inspector knows a couple of those contractors, so he knows, you know, how they work and stuff. So that could be some of it that he's looking for. That I'm thinking of. I'm just trying to make this easy, so easy that it doesn't have any hiccups along the way. But because you're getting stuff delivered, you're not going to be able to provide half of this list to satisfy the building inspectors. So I can see bumps in the road already. I don't want to see any personally. Because if you're just getting volunteers, no one's going to have a CSL license, no one's going to have to be able to do any of this, to be quite honest. This could get to be the worst thing ever, in my opinion. I don't want it to be. I want it to go smooth.
So if there's the highway department, they've done it in the past, they've installed equipment on the playground in the past, and it's...
Which the town has insurance. So if they remove something, they have insurance. If they help put it up, they have insurance. If somebody comes just volunteering, there's no insurance.
I don't... But they sign a waiver.
The idea of the community build came from the vendors, which are mass certified, you know.
From the vendors.
So this is something that exists somehow in the state. I don't know the ins and outs of it.
I'll
This
be
came from
honest,
them.
the Eagle project we did a few years back, we did the pre-K playground and stuff. That was all volunteers. That was all an Eagle project. We took it all out, put everything in, cleaned stuff up, moved stuff around. So I'm thinking to help this along a little bit. Again, it's difficult, as I've learned in this past year, just getting a shed permit. The building department as a whole, the inspector's just following code. It's following code. We all know that, and he does a great job of that. And so the problem I see is that we need to do a little better job on working with the community and helping them along. So when these permits come in, because this stuff goes back and forth literally for weeks, months. Like you won't, it'll take forever to get this done. So as a board, you know, and working with the building department, you know, we need to do a better job improving community relationships and moving stuff along, right?
Guidance.
Right, right. And I even joke around and said we should probably change the building department name to something else, new image, new picture. With that said, I think a way to help this move along is to see if we can set a meeting up with the inspector. I mean, it's all in the department. This is town stuff. Set a meeting up with him, PTO, a couple board members, Zach from the highway department. Let's kind of get a meeting set up. We can all talk and see exactly so we're all on the same page. No more emails going back and forth. We get the permit figured out, right? We have all the paperwork. You know, what do we need on the permit, right? What's a plot plan? Like, what do you want on the plot plan? We can have a plot plan there. We can just draw it all out in this meeting. In one meeting in an hour, bet you tops, we can have this worked out.
I couldn't agree with you more.
That's what I want to see happen. I want to see.
I got a question. This is on, so I thought when we talked about something, there was contractors that were volunteer right there.
So the vendor said that they would send somebody out to make sure that it was installed to their qualifications so that they can provide a warranty and stuff. So it's...
All right, so I think that's great. I'd like to be part of that. Have like a little power, and I apologize that you guys have experienced what you're experiencing with the building department. It's the worst. And I publicly say, personally, I'm on record, it's the worst department that we have in this town. And it continues to be because that's the way you were treated is the way everybody gets treated, but no one speaks up. And I personally have experienced it. It's the worst, and it needs to go. So with that being said, thank you. And I'm really sorry that you guys are going through that stuff. Because he could easily just explain to you exactly but no, just brush you off and not do any public service. He's a public servant. He doesn't. He's not a public.
Right.
I think we all have the same goal of safety.
Yeah, we all have the same goal.
I think everybody...
Yes, by all means.
I would, if this board doesn't mind, I'd love to facilitate the meeting. Like,
Good, 'cause I was just going to ask. part of that.
That's fine.
Oh, Anthony.
Yeah, yeah. We have two, is there?
Nope,
No, you can't
that's
have
it.
one.
No, I said, are we good?
Oh, there you go.
Why couldn't we have one?
But
Because then it's a
It's
quorum.
not, it's
The
not,
board-
it's
the
not.
board-
It is a quorum.
It is, it's a quorum.
If you have 3 out of 5 members, it's a
He's
quorum.
talking about the 3 board members.
So I guess if we have a motion that I will follow through with this, with the departments, or I mean, let's have action.
Yep.
Okay, is that a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion. You know, you ready? It's going.
Just
I'll
make
make a-
motion that,
I'll make a motion that Crystal McGuire and Anthony Soto head up a meeting with the PTO, building inspector, and highways department to move forward with.
Let me just one thing, instead of saying for a meeting, let's call it liaisons for
Liaison.
the project. So
Okay,
that-
perfect.
That way it's more.
So liaison for the project,
We'll get it done.
for the PTO, to get her done.
Yes.
And this is what boards are supposed to do, work with the communities.
Perfect.
Like every single employee should be working with the community. I'm really sorry to you guys, nothing that, and don't get discouraged, we're gonna move forward, we're gonna get this done, no matter what.
That's the motion.
All right, we have a second on the motion?
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor?
Adam's aye.
So do I.
Fire aye.
And the lie.
Kelly, aye. Okay,
Hey.
these folks will get.
Great solution.
Thank you very much. I know how difficult it is. You'll get it done. You got the money, you'll get it done. We don't want to see the money lost either, so, okay? Thank you very much, and thanks for coming in. Okay. We've already talked about this next one, and that is just a reminder to everyone, and we'll have Chris send out like a flash note to all the committees and commissions and what and they have to start planning the annual town meeting. The department reports, cut the budgets, contact the finance committee, just want to know what we're moving forward, forward that information on the financial piece as soon as we have it.
And then on town meeting too, what, did we set the date already for that?
It's in our bylaws, so.
So what date is that? I do that.
June 9th.
And then place it's gonna be held
Here.
here at the school?
Yeah. June 9th, 6 p.m. But you as a board have the power to change that if you feel necessary.
June 9th, 6 p.m.
Monday.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's what I'm here for that. That was it?
That was it. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for being here.
That's it, Deb.
Hey, you got to register.
Happy New Year.
Did you
Yeah.
register? Fine. All right, next up, approve the Solitude Lake Management, Lake Sherman addendum. This we do every year. Chris has it there.
If I may.
This is, yeah.
I'd like for us to take this conservation.
Okay, if you send a note to the Conservation Commission, let them know we'd like to talk to them about this. So
Yeah, just wanna hear.
put that tentatively on the list.
Yeah, the second to, and then, if we can go,
Yeah,
I'll second that.
What's that, the table? Well, you can if you want, but I don't think you need to because.
Yeah, and also for the record on that though, the additional 500 that they're asking for, that's.
Well,
that's-
No, right, for them, I guess we should hear back from them, because I'm pretty sure, and I did talk to them already. So, they didn't do any of this year, they wanted to revisit all of this, so.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so we're going to table that. So the next two items are both for licenses. One is the annual conventual for Village Green, and the other one is the antique show license, which I will not stay for. And the only reason that we put the executive session on there was because if Chris had wanted to do his discussion about this, like, closed doors, he would have that option. Obviously, we did not need to do that, so that executive session is canceled. So we have one thing, now the annual for Village Green, we do that. Motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the annual common victorious license for the year 2025 for Village Green Family Campground LLC.
Second that.
Discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all in favor?
Adam's aye.
So do I.
All right, thank you all, appreciate it.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
You'll second for later in the week?
What's that?
You'll second his pay later in the week for authorization?
Yep. That's the key. Okay, thank you all. Yeah.
Up next on the agenda, we have the annual flea market motor operator's license for Mace Antique Market for the year 2025.
Make a motion that we accept the May 25 annual flea market operators license for May Antique Market.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Adam's aye.
So do I.
Randall, aye.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Wait,
All in favor?
you can sign this.
Adam's aye.
So do I.
Aye, sorry.
Randall, aye.
Adjourn now.
It's like, just
Anthony, I need your signature, or we need your signature. Yeah, it's an umbrella.
It's an umbrella.
So,
If Jesse posts that they're installing it.
I will send an email from tomorrow.
So it's that back, that's why some building departments think that, you were saying before, work harder, we just need more hours.
Are we done that?
We're done, done work?
Thought we were going executive session.
That's all.
No, that covered it.
That's our problem.
Another day?
Up with these tables.
Yeah, I'm here. No worries. You better start your car. It's pretty cold. So you may want to start your car.
Your availability.
You're the best.
Okay, all right. All right, so I want to get that email out to everybody.